You're still there?
Yeah, you know,
I have no idea where we are.
You never said a word, did you? I wasn't being horrible to the Yanks, you know.
It was a very enjoyable journey through your frontal lobotomy, mate.
Was you let them fuck then, or what?
No, I think I think you're a sane man, and there's even a nomination on one of the chat rooms.
I'm putting you on the spot.
For you to be the next leader of the Conservative Party.
What?
That's what it says. I'm just reading out.
I should have been an undertaker, I reckon. Honestly, I've been assessed. I said, you make a very good undertaker, or, as what you said, I should have listened to other people's problems. Good night.
Good night.
He's got a Skype call.
Yeah, we'll take a Skype call after this.
playradiouk.com. Just great music.
Bach, Handel, Vivaldi, Beethoven, Haydn, Mozart, Schubert, Rossini, Delius, Brahms, Chopin, Dvorak, Prokofiev.
On Play Classical UK, we do other things with gut strings to enthrall our audience. Play Classical UK, another part of Play Radio UK's Smash Hits. Just click on the silhouetted conductor on our website homepage.
Cantankerous Codgers, Tommy and Duncan on Play Radio UK. Not for the faint-hearted.
Right, just to regroup then, it's 10 to 10 if you're listening live on the internet, on your PC or laptop or whatever. Hello if you're podcast. If you're a podcaster, we'd like to hear how you consume what we do and what you think of it. And there are various ways of getting back to us to tell us about that. A good one is to drop us an email, studio@playradiouk.com. Did you say just before we heard that information, Stuart, that there was a Skype call?
There is.
Okay.
It's your friend and mine from Poland.
It's me again. Hey, who's the dude? I'm watching you guys on the video cam, studio cam. Who's the guy in the blue shirt?
Duncan.
Duncan, you had a Foster's can in front of you. Where's the beer, man? What's up? You boozing?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Because you know what I'm realizing?
And you're not?
Oh, yeah, I'm about 4 beers into the show, and if you notice...
Yeah, but you don't have proper beer in America, do you? You don't have proper beer.
That's so true.
In Poland, the beer's not bad there.
Actually, yeah, beer in America really is shit.
Yes.
It's watered down. They use rice byproducts instead of like...
And you're not allowed to drink until you're 21. You drink root beer.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true.
Beer. That is just the worst.
The drinking age is going up to 21 in this country next year.
Is it? No way.
Maybe.
It will.
Maybe.
Well, the school leaving age is going up to 18.
I mean, I'm 4 beers into my night here, and you know what? After the 4 beers, I'm actually understanding the show.
Yeah, understood. Yeah, that's fair enough.
No, it's actually nothing to understand, but I'm understanding this.
Good.
Have you been to a psychiatrist?
Oh, yes.
Go on.
And actually, I should be in there right now. Absolutely. In fact, I'm a college lecturer here at Poland, and one of my students is a psychologist, and I'm a great case study for her. She just takes notes about my lectures all the time. So.
Yeah.
What was it like when you went to the psychiatrist?
Huh?
Simple question.
Words of one syllable or
What
less.
was it like when you went to see your psychiatrist?
I don't know. I was looking at her tits too much. I couldn't really concentrate on my own problems.
Clearly.
I started crying and asked her to hold me.
And did she?
Oh, yeah.
And what did they feel like?
She was a petite broad. So she didn't really have any big cans. She had like those little nippies, you know.
You're still in Poland, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm still here, man.
Still in Poland.
But no, you know what? I don't know.
Because you sound a little bit closer than you were last time you called, but and you're about 3 feet nearer us, I feel, but you're still in Poland.
I actually put the microphone in front of my mouth this time.
Okay, so you're really getting there. You're really getting the hang of this thing.
I'm understanding. I told you, after 4 beers, I'm catching on. There's really not much to catch on, but I'm there.
Good.
No, but nonetheless, hey, you still never answered the question. North American, Oriental, American, or whatever.
Look, the first time you used your material, it wasn't funny. Why are you recycling it?
Because
you've got nothing else to say, have you?
The chat.
No, I really don't. But I'm actually... See, I told you I'm understanding the show. I have nothing, you have nothing. We're together, we're a team
No,
here.
let's take some specifics here, because when you say Americans, I mean, there are American women. I refer you to the Beach Boys, who are shit compared to the Beatles, but that's the best you've ever done. Okay.
Oh, you know. Actually, there was something you said. You said something like, "Why aren't the Beatles ripped off of their gold records?" Because rock and roll entails having to do drugs to write their music.
Yeah, but it's still
sports,
theft.
of course, has the ethics. Drugs and sports. But you know what? Let them use steroids. I want to see a guy running so fast that flames come out of his
Now you're
ass.
beginning to talk sense, because I totally agree with that.
Yeah,
I think they should-
Yeah, I mean, rock and roll
should
is
be
part of. I mean, drugs is like
Absolutely. Absolutely.
working out is drugs.
Absolutely.
To the rock and roll scene.
I think any athlete should be able to take the amount of drugs and the various combinations of drugs that they want just to see how fast they can go.
If everybody's doing it,
and like as far as
if
like
everyone's
American
doing it,
football,
it's
I
fair.
want to see a steroid gorilla knock the hell out of some guy's head. I want to see someone's head fall. I want to see a neck broke. That's why we pay $40.
Yeah,
to see
it was a great shame that Mr. McMahon's alternative gridiron didn't take off, because that had a future. Did you see any of that?
It was a good concept.
It was a good concept. It's just shame it
What was
failed.
that?
Well, Mr. McMahon, I call him Mr. McMahon because I am
Mr.
the
McMahon. Are you on his payroll?
I am the UK's leading wrestling promoter.
Oh, okay.
Which
What?
is not a big deal.
What?
We've been through this before. Were you not here?
No.
So you manage men in tight pants.
I have managed Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, ooh.
Okay. Eddie Guerrero used to call me Mr. Boyd. I like my wrestling. I care about my
Well,
wrestling.
I'm honored to talk to Mr. Boyd.
Yeah, but I ain't as good as Vince McMahon. I'll be honest about that. Because Vince
now he's Vince. What happened
is
to
he the
Mr. Suddenly there's a
WWE
guy.
guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that owns it all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a load of
he's
pantomime rubbish that
It's
is.
fantastic. It is. It's the one thing that Americans do quite well is television wrestling. It's bloody brilliant. They're superb athletes and they are brilliant showmen.
Oh, they are absolutely athletes. I mean, they could call it scripted, and I mean, you know what? There's a funny word when they say it's fake. Well, there's nothing fake about falling on your back.
No.
There's nothing fake about flipping around in the air.
It's great entertainment.
What the word is it scripted? Is what they should be asking.
Well,
However,
those monologues that some of those guys, they're 8 feet tall, and they get in the ring and they take the microphone and they do 5 to 7 minutes talking to an audience, and they do it absolutely brilliantly. You know, Triple H. Yeah, you should watch it. I tell you what.
They do stand there and go, I'm going to kick his ass
Oh,
when he
no,
gets in
sorry.
this ring.
No, but get through the acting
That's
bit.
not true. That's not
talking
true.
smack for 5 minutes is not easy. There's only so many times you can say I'm going to kick ass. I'm going to kick ass. Making it sound interesting for a 4-minute, 5-minute speech.
That's right.
It doesn't sound interesting.
It does. They take philosophical detours. They'll start a thing by going, when a man is confronted.
You know, I have a question
by his
regarding your
ultimate
guys'
nightmare.
sport. You know, like
Go
the
on.
soccers and the rugbies. Rugby probably has a room for steroids. Is there a room for steroid usage in soccer? I mean, what the hell can happen? A guy's going to run so fast that flames come out of his ass. I mean,
Well, we had a guy you might have heard of called Paul Gascoigne.
Yeah.
And Paul Gascoigne used to use substances.
Substances.
Yeah,
What,
I mean, he was
speed?
quite open
Coke?
about it. I probably
Yeah, the whole works.
he was to football what Matt is to broadcasting.
What?
Sorry, Matt.
Hang on a minute.
Because I actually,
Let's wind this back.
Sorry, Matt.
I actually know Paul Gascoigne. You're in thick as two short planks. Then is what you're saying.
Wind this back a minute. Why am I getting picked on
No, you're not.
like this?
It's just that Paul Gascoigne uses the whole. Paul Gascoigne does stuff, and we've established.
I
that you've done
used
stuff.
to.
Now
It's
look at
a
you.
past.
Well, so does Paul Gascoigne apparently.
Oh,
Look at his
used to.
eyes. The eyes are the giveaway.
Yeah, look at that.
Windows.
So what
for
kind
the
of
soul.
substances was he using?
Well, he wasn't using steroids, and I don't think it would work too well. But what I would like to see is a little bit more showmanship in British sport, because your sports in the United States are crap, but the way in which you sell them and the stuff that goes on.
Absolutely. And that's one of the reasons I really don't. I mean, in all seriousness and respect, I really don't like British sports, because it's just, you can only watch a guy run back and forth after a ball that gets kicked to the other side of the field so often. You know, add some pizzazz. I want to see somebody kick someone in the head and then dance in celebration.
Well, I was working in football about 20 years ago, and some Americans came over here to see whether they could actually bring the sport back to the United States. And they came up with some recommendations which were very, very sensible if you're an American, but very, very stupid if you were a European. And one of their suggestions was that you should make the posts, the goal posts, 3 feet wide. 3 feet wide. And we said, why? And they said, because the crowd get very excited whenever the ball hits the goalposts.
Well,
Because
arena
you do.
football has more narrow goalposts, I believe.
Yeah. No, listen, we've got to go. Commiserations to you for being in Poland.
All right, dipshits.
But mostly commiserations for you for being American, of course.
Thanks, dipshits.
That's cool. I like that. That's
What's wrong with my eyes?